One of my pastoral heroes and mentors, now he's literally our pastor, he marries his wife every 5 years. I made the same vow to my wife, Key. I said, literally, every 5 years we'll get married again. So I don't know, this will be our third time. And Lord willing, we may get married 10, 15, 20, 26 times. You never know. So, yeah.
So much has changed in our life. We were running a real estate business together and also praying and pleading and believing God for children. We talked about working in ministry. Tim served as an associate minister at a church, and here we are now, pastoring a church, 2 beautiful children, and God has just blessed us richly.
Man, to see God bring some of our goals from 5 years ago, from a vision and then Him giving provision forward and making it a reality today, it's been a long time coming and we're still going. So it's been many nights, many days of some heartache days. So I love how God the Father, who has been teaching me and preparing me to lean more on Him as I do all that He's kind of led me to do.
When Tim and I first met, I knew I had a strong feeling that we were going to be doing some ministry work. I knew he was a church boy through and through, and he became a minister, and we did a lot of work in the church. And then he came to me one day and he's like, babe, we're going to start a church. And my first response was like, really? How about we be a good second man to someone? And so after we prayed about it, and I said, you know, if this is the Lord's will, I follow you, because that was one of our statements in our vows, that I would follow Him as He follows Christ.
Growth Church, it is our baby. It's a 29-week-old baby at this current moment, and it's been an honor and a privilege to do this. And it's also been, in complete transparency, there's been some days where you think and say, man, what is going on? And you look to the heavens and ask God, like, what are you going to do next? Or why did you choose me for this? But the reality is,
we don't know what we're doing as far as this, but we just surrender our lives to God and just allow Him to guide us. And it's been such a fun road to be on, to just take yourself out of the way and to do God's work.
It is mind-blowing, never gets old, and I love watching people who do not know who Christ is receive salvation on Sunday mornings. That is my favorite part of what I get to do in leading this church.
So our oldest, Onesimus, he is 4, and he is just a full ball of energy. He is full of love. He loves to worship Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
And many of you watching this video or listening to this may know that it took my wife and I 3 years of trying to have a baby before God gave us a son. So he is our oldest, and he is a handful.
Tim had always had this dream of calling our child One. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to put O-N-E on my child's birth certificate. And so one day I found myself at my desk and I was reading the Bible, and I saw Onesimus, and it was like God told me, this is it.
His name means useful and profitable. His name is also Greek from the book of Philemon in the New Testament. So I think he fulfills all of those roles, and it's a joy to lead that boy and be his father.
And then we have Tallulah, who is 1, and this girl is a mess.
She has the whole house on lock. She runs the whole house. So I'm excited for her and all that she's going to do.
She's sassy, she's sweet and loving. And so this has just been a new avenue for me with being home with them all the time. I'm so grateful that I can stay home and take care of them. And they've taught me so much about myself, and they've taught me so much about how God loves me. It's just been an awesome experience to be their mother.
I think they're going to both be powerful children. And so my heart's desire is, as I raise them up and be a father and a man to them, that I would steward them really well, and they would get older and they would go do all that God has them to do.
So as we go into the next 5 years, I'm so excited. I know God has so much amazing things that we haven't even thought of. But it's just been such an honor to walk alongside Tim as we live this life and have this marriage together.
We want to have some more children. You know, we may pop out, Lord willing, maybe 2 or 3 more kiddos.
I would love to help Tim publish some books. I also would love to be able to travel a little more with him.
We want to have our church grow and reach more people for Jesus Christ.
And we also want to work to be debt-free. That's one of our big goals right now in our lives, is to try to get rid of all of the things that are not really necessary.
We've kind of made the plan, and we've kind of mapped out how that looks, and so we're going to be 100% debt-free so that we can lead people, we can pastor with no pressure.
Chantia, on this day in August, as we celebrate 10 years of being married together, I pledge again to always honor you, to always serve you, to always impact you positively, and to always lead you. I'm committed to being a good steward over you, so when I meet Christ face to face, he's pleased with me. For now and forever, until the Lord cracks the sky, I love you now and forever.
Tim, on this day in August, I again pledge myself to you. I commit myself to continuing to serve you and to love you no matter what. And on today, I again make the promise to grow myself, to be a good leader for you, to be a good mother, and to be a good wife, to always support you, and to follow you as you follow Christ. On this day, I love you, and I'm excited about the future with us together until the Lord returns, forever and ever. Bet you're looking for it.
Take that.